Good morning. Good morning. It is almost 8 o'clock, and I am up, and I hope you all are doing well. Good morning. Good morning. I'll wait. Turn this air down. It's still kind of cool. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Ooh, I wonder how their food is over there. Hmm. Interesting. Come on. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's going straight up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day. Come on, come on, come on. What's up? What's up? Okay. Come on in, you all. I got time. I'm chilling. Come on in, come on in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Kim McKee, how are you doing today? So, y'all see all of these spectacles and things that are going on. Now, I guess Shamar done got something going on over on his channel. I didn't get to check Shamar. I don't know all of them people that these people be knowing, so I just really don't get into it. But I went over there, and again, I heard Brian and Rico. So I heard them earlier, and I'm gonna pretty much talk about that for a little bit, and then I'm gonna move on. It's no friends on YouTube, boo, and it is what it is. So let me get started because I need to move on. Um, if you all were on my live last night, we were talking about the Rico situation and what King Roman actually said about Rico. And so we were looking at King Roman's side of the situation. And I specifically said that if, and that's the key word, if Rico is lying, is not good. If this happens, it's not good. And when we went through all the scenarios of what could happen, all right. Um, Now Rico said that King Roman brought trademark fortune up. He did not bring trademark fortune up, and understandable. Rico would have been able to say this. Now, I am glad that Rico went on to Brian's channel, and I'm glad that he was calm on Brian's channel because again, he respects and likes Brian. So that's where you need to go. But what you're not going to do is come to my channel and act a whole butt and act a whole fool. So therefore, I defer. And had you been respectful of the platform, had you said, hey, Jay Wilson, hey, Brian, look, Jay Wilson, what's been going on is not right. I would have been like, well, okay, so tell us what isn't right or why or how the story is wrong. But no, because you were a little inebriated and angry and upset, you did what you did. And immediately, I didn't waste any time to take you off my platform. However, I am glad that you got to tell Ron your side of the story. And that's where you should go more often to tell your side of the story. Because obviously, your disdain and your bitterness for me will not allow you to even be civilized, act like a decent human being, to come over and tell your side of the story. And so I don't regret 1 minute of driving Rico, and he couldn't come back on because at the end of the day, he was too far gone and too far spent acting foolish. So Brian was probably the best outfit or operation for him to go to. Now, with that said, what's up, CDP? With that said, trademark fortune, it is so unfortunate that you have to deal with a lot of people like this. And what really gets me is that people do certain things. Now, I know a lot of people. Trademark fortune, do everything to protect your peace and to protect yourself. Teddy Tender as I didn't see all of it. I just wanted. Let me tell you something. I didn't care about Rico and the men. Rico and I didn't. I just wanted to hear about the trademark fortune situation. And after the trademark fortune situation was done, I was done. I didn't want to hear any more of that because what Rico usually does is say, I don't care what y'all say about Rico. He started talking to himself in third person, which is a serious problem. Instead of saying that, I don't care what you all say about me. But no, he has to go through his whole name. And he doesn't help everybody. He is the Tyler Perry of the beef sector, honey. He's the Little Richard. Okay, I helped the Beatles. I helped the Rolling Stones. I helped Mick Jagger. I helped Joe Tex and James Brown and Jimi Hendrix. All people who Little Richard did help. But Little Richard made an impact. Rico is Rico. But he made everybody. And the abuse sector wouldn't be in existence unless he was here. So I just think it's really interesting. I think that people without emotional intelligence are letting their anger, their bitterness, to get the best of them. It seems like trademark fortune may be an innocent bystander who people indirectly let things go. And Rico did some things as well. And I'm just sitting here looking at it all. I think it's all unfortunate, but that's how these people act. Rico, nobody ain't your friend. You hurt, you this. And you know what? And I don't really care at this particular point because you do too much. You do too much. And King Roman do too much. And y'all going to do too much together. And somebody's going to do too much and be in jail. But Rico, you're not going to do all of that stuff because you don't have the means. You don't have the resources. No. You're dependent upon folks. So all of that rah, you're going to be right in New York. You're going to do all of that here. You all going to sit there and show your feathers. And then y'all going to move on. That's it. You talking about me and y'all saying, I laugh at that junk. I laugh at it because, again, you have major issues. and you are at the level of some more unemotionally stable people. It's just sad. It's just sad. And don't get me wrong, y'all. Everybody has issues. Everybody has challenges. But when YouTube is your life and you get so emotionally invested of what people said about you, you know, Rico, you hit a dog on the top of his head, and people were mad at that because Brian was agreeing with that. And again, don't touch your animals, and you up here hitting that dog on camera. Again, people call, and it goes to show you King Roman don't give a flying flip about you. He called, didn't he? Mm-hmm. It is what it is. Hold on, y'all. Get it? All right. Please, thank you. All right, you have a good one. All right, bye bye. All right, somebody said, Roman said that man got in his car stinking, and I believe him. You know what? I really feel sorry for some people. That's all I'm going to say. Rico really wants to do some things in his life. Yes, please, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. And, so all of this lashing out and stuff he does, yeah, it's really interesting. And it's more to come. Just saying it. It's more to come. It's more to come. Don't put your trust in people like this. And I'm not saying you can't put your trust in people, but we don't know these people. You get to know people, um, you know, and when you really have a true friendship, you don't put it all on YouTube and you don't do all of this stuff. And people tend to realize that all it is reserved for things later on. I don't know. Thank you. Have a good one. I don't know why Rico didn't think that King Roman wouldn't turn on him. I mean, he's the easy target for the most part. And, you know, yeah, Rico. So when people do stuff for you, Rico, it comes back. So at the end of the day, he paid for your storage. He did all of this stuff. And again, it makes you look like somebody who always taking from somebody. But it's always a problem at some point because everybody who's helped you turn or do something, and it's like, is it a coincidence? Is it a pattern? And that's another thing. It seems like only people want to hang out with you is for sex. Nobody really want to hang out with you for nothing else. How you frame it, and so what does that say about you? Mm-mm. So what y'all think? Um, Brian did what he needed to do. He wouldn't be Brian if he was shady, but I ain't mad at it. I overlooked that. I just wanted to hear what Rico had to say. Mhm. What's up, Peach? And Rico was there looking at King Roman and looking at his long past. I guess he was repeating him with all of that stuff. With a drink in his hand. Alcohol always has to be involved. I'm noticing that trend. Alcohol is always in the middle of it. Lady Nika. This is for Lady Nika. Lady Nika. Bro, Jesus said, let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God and also in me. Okay, baby. Lady Nika, let not your heart be troubled. Fret not thyself for evil doers. Lady Nika, girl, some of this stuff ain't even worth being addressed because, honey, these girls ain't right in the first place. And you know they ain't. I don't even give people no shout out, no shout, no shine. Because it's not worth it. It ain't no need to get your blood up for these people, girl. Come on and do your little show. Leave on and leave off. Because, Lady Nika, it is what it is. It is what it is. And see, this is the problem. I don't care if you like me or not. You didn't save me. See, you don't have no saving power. You don't have no resurrection power. You daggone sure well didn't get up on the third day with all powers in your hand. And see, that's the person that I'm concerned about for the most part. All of this stuff that y'all doing and all of that stuff, maybe it means absolutely nothing. And you better know. And this is the thing. A lot of y'all really don't have friends outside of YouTube because the things y'all share, the things you do, and all of this stuff, and it's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Somebody said, Jay Wilson, I just saw Lady League live. She had a great life. That's good. That's good. But, you know, Lady Nika, for real, you know, y'all thought I was being messy, but I was being real serious about that little video. And that's the reason. You know, because every once in a while, you know, you throw a little shade at King Roman. King Roman is very sensitive. He's very sensitive, and he'll start doxing and stuff. Because you know, he's sensitive. We understand. We understand. Um, but how it really started off with us was that stupid animation. And I just brought out two things. And see, this is the thing. Nobody would hate. Nobody was jealous. I was like, I see two things wrong with this animation. The first thing is you peeking through windows, which is like a peeper tom and booty shorts, and you peeking through windows. And I'm like, that's kind of perfect. You know what I'm saying? And even though you didn't make that, you may want to change that to just look and glance over there and wonder what they're doing. But no, you peeking in the window. Now, they was right about the booty shorts, honey, because somebody had on some booty shorts down at the restaurant in Baltimore. Like I said, that's what the girls say. They say, honey, the things all up their butt like a little thong, honey, but I don't know. I don't know. And then the lady Nika on the horse backwards. I didn't think that was cute. I did not think that was cute. And I voiced my opinion. And ooh, people went off. Veins started popping out their head, and the neck was flared up like a cobra. I'm like, oh, is it that serious, boo? Is it, girl? And I'm like, okay. And then I stood there like that. Oh, okay. So again, you know, I'm like, boy, it's just the animation, but I'm still not gonna pipe down. You look pervy, and Nika, y'all got her looking like she's stupid because, again, she's sitting on the wrong end of a horse. So she don't know the front from the back. That's what y'all saying. And as an older person, I know those types of memes, those types of themes, and I called it out. People like, no, 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 no. I know what I was saying. And I can appreciate Nika for understanding that. Because, Nika, let me say something. If I see something, I'm going to say something. Nika, if I see something, I'm going to say something. And I like Nika, even though Nika and I done had faults, fights, but I done said faults. Lord, I'm talking like that man over there in Arkansas. Ooh, Jesus, help me. Jesus, touch my tongue. Jesus, be a phonics linguist, okay? But even though Nika and I have had fights, you know, and we done had some major blow-ups, but I respect Nika enough not to say that she is riding on the horse fast. You know, but anyway, and I like Nika. So, yeah. But y'all, it's just a whole mess, honey. The girls are messy. They talk about each other behind the back. They do it in discourse. They do it in Patreons, and that's what they do. They hide behind it. They always try to put it as, oh, we do needlework, and oh, we play Yahtzees, and we play Parcheesi, and all of those games, and we talk about our grandchildren and all of that. And yep, that's cover. That's cold for we messy. We gossip about everybody. And as we can see, according to Bobby said, I felt very uncomfortable doing that. But Bobby, you might have felt uncomfortable a little too late because you might have shared something with some of these people because now they feel like they got something on you. And see, this is the problem with these cults. They make you feel real accepted and, ooh, girl, you got good tea. Ooh, girl. And then one day you fall out or someday you come, your conscience hit you and say, girl, this is not what you should be doing. And then you want to get out and then all of a sudden they got goods against you. Or you're not no longer in their favor and they kick you out and they still talk about you. And that's all I'm saying. And like I said, you can say whatever you want about the ride and live. Maybe you'll never hear time that we was private talking about somebody or we was doing this or deserve. Honey, we don't do that kind of stuff. That's not our ministry. It's not our ministry at all. We don't. And I'm not doing no Patreons and behind the blue walls and nobody ain't doing all of that. What's up, Catherine? And so it's a lot of mess going on. Maybe these girls are just not well, and they're threatening people. And I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time before somebody really gets seriously hurt. Because again, everybody's not law-abiding like me. Everybody is not emotional and intelligent to the point where they're not trying to pull up. But some people will. And it's going to happen one day. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when, because y'all play games. Y'all do a whole lot of threats. I'm telling you right now, you come on over here, baby, I'm going to see you away in handcuffs. Now, the only time you will get got if you threaten me and you lay hands on me, and it's called self-defense. Other than that, I'm a peaceful, civil person in society. So that's all I got to say about that. Crazy people, that's what they do. Oh gosh, it was a lot of threats last night from Rico and King Roman, both of them making threats. Baby, it was threat palooza. It was 6-gun territory. How these people was acting. And the sad part about it is King Roman ain't about that life. You may live in Baltimore, but you ain't about that life. You ain't about that life because you don't want your frat brothers looking at you like some common criminal. Okay? You already think you bougie. You ain't about that life, boo. You ain't about that life. Mm-mm. You ain't about that life. But because you ain't about that life, and because you're so bougie and so elite and all of this stuff, it reminds me of Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. And anybody who's seen that movie, they know that the main character, and isn't it ironic that Spacey played in that movie of trying to get with these young men, but in Garden of the Good and the Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, he had that situation where Billy Hanson, who's the character, he was helping Billy. He was helping Billy. Billy needed a job, and he was helping Billy. And then he had a ailment, and Billy was helping him. But yet he had to admit that he really had a sexual affair with Billy, and it is giving me very Garden in the good. I'm helping Rico. Because Rico needs help, and he's a black brother, and he needs help, and it's giving very Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. But I'm just throwing out some scenarios. There's a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on, boo boo. So again, you so elite, you're so illustrious, you're part of the boule. But yet you hang around with Rico. Okay, you help. So Rico was an experiment. He was a project. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Hmm. Girl, I haven't. I haven't. I would never. After seeing what he's done to people, and let me say this. Let's hypothetically say what happened with what happened with ODS was true. Let's say that. Well, first of all, Rico, you were hunching in a truck. You were hunching in a truck. The man could not bring you into the house because he didn't live in the house alone. He lived with family. Y'all had to sneak in and take a bath. You were stranded in the woods of Virginia. Now this is not lie roasting. This is true. This is true now. This ain't lie roasting. See, people be lie roasting today, but this is true. Okay? ODS saw you because you could not get Uber, nor could you get Lyft because you were way in the depths, the bowels of Virginia. ODS comes to pick you up. Now, regardless of what ODS's intentions were, boo, you didn't have no car, you were stranded, and ODS came and got you. What would have happened? Mm-mm. Correction, sneak in and take a shower after they hunched 2 days before. Mm. So, what would have happened to you? Or how would you have managed if ODS didn't come and pick you up? What would you have done? Because obviously, the man wasn't going to take you where you needed to go. He got what he needed. He got his rocks off, and he said, "The hell with you." I mean, so even if ODS made that advance, and that's an if, because again, he has a different story. What would you have done, Rico? If King Woman didn't help you with that storage, What would your stuff be? If the beef sector didn't help you with getting that 65-inch TV on that Greyhound bus, where would you have been? Rico, why did you move to New York? Where were you staying in New York? You were in the state of Maryland. Did you even have a key to your own house? See, you always try to come at me, boo. But I've had the key to my house since 2013. I've never had to climb through a window. I don't sit outside my house with a can in a chair smoking cigarettes. I'm just saying. You know, I just feel sorry for you, boo. I don't think I'm better than you, but I do think I make better decisions and better choices. Enrico, until you decide to change your surroundings and change your outlook, and you're gonna always have that, baby. If you keep on doing the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. Enrico, you keep on doing the same thing. And now you're in a situation where you're in New York. Let's bring it to the present. Now you're in New York, very limited furniture choices. You're living in housing that is standard. You admitted that your boyfriend is carousing with white men, offering up his body for meth, aka Tina. And it's like, you didn't see this? Where are you finding these people again? And when you say what you say about me, I'm not moved by it. Because regardless of what you say, I have a career. And even though some unscrupulous, very bitter, hateful people try to take away my livelihood, because I have options, because I'm not a felon, and I don't have a criminal record, I have a career. And you learn. I want to give a shout out to D Miss O. Happy birthday, D Miss O. If y'all know D Miss O's cash app, could y'all drop it because it is her birthday. And and look, no matter how you feel about D Miss O, it's her birthday. I don't have a problem with D Miss O. I'm gonna say this: if you don't want to get nothing, then keep your money. But if you want to, bless D Miss O for her birthday. And I ain't gonna say nothing else about that. Now, all I'm gonna say is, Rico, look, it ain't all that deep. You need help. I hope you get help. I'm sorry that this thing with you and King Roman is not working. But at the end of the day, there are no friends on YouTube. I keep telling you that. You're 1099, boo. That's it. And King Roman read you fulfilled. And he said you stank. I hate to say it, but there's some times that I've seen you on camera and you just don't look all put together. It looks like you just herded some goats. You know, occasionally you buy a loose cigarette, depending on if it's the first of the month or not. You might have a pack. Cigarettes and beer, Jesus. Now I don't know if the man stank because I don't want to be around him to find out. I don't want to be, but I've seen him on, and he look, yeah, hmm yeah, a little tart. Sometimes your teeth ain't always the cleanest. My God, today, and baby, yeah, I always crowd chasing. This man is so wrapped up in YouTube, baby. Nobody, you know, you gotta have clout to be chased. So that's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, baby. Jealous of him, baby. Jealous of him. Ooh, we also jealous. And I'm like, boy, I want you to get your teeth. You know, let me tell you something. Vic Damone can have butter factories, but at least Vic Damone got a job. And whether he got that blood of Jesus house in that room, he still got his own house and got a woman and children. See, I can't fault a man for working. I don't care how yellow his teeth is. You can't fault Vic Damone from work. Vic got a house. Baby Vic will go to the auction and get a car and a heartbeat. See, you can't be the man for working. And obviously his wife like that smell. Huh? Huh? Y'all not gonna do Vic today. Y'all is not gonna do Vic today because honey, his wife like them yellow teeth. And she liked it so much that they had children. Okay? Uh-huh. No, I ain't gonna do Vic today. Vic don't have nothing to do with this. I don't know why y'all trying to come for Vic. Vic ain't say no, no, nothing to nobody. Yeah, you know, yeah. Y'all trying to come for Vic today. Mm-mm. You ain't coming for Vic Damone today. Vic ain't even here. Did y'all find the Miss O's cash app, y'all? Did anybody find the Miss O's cash app? Happy birthday, dear Miss O. Now, I don't care how fake Vic is. I don't hear Vic talking about he on Snap. I don't hear about Vic crying over his Snap benefits. I ain't hear Vic say his Section 8 is about to run out. Mm-mm. No, no, we're not going to go for Vic. We're going to do Vic. Vic ain't even in this conversation today. I feel so badly for Trademark Fortune. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate it. Please find it for me, Catherine. I appreciate it. I feel now, look, I feel sorry for Trademark Fortune because Trademark didn't have nothing to do with this. Now, this is where King Roman goes wrong. And like I said, that's why I said if, because I didn't know everybody's story. I would have let Rico tell his story, but he was so belligerent, and I wasn't gonna do. I don't deal with disrespect on my platform. Sorry, it's my platform, and I don't play. And I tried to tell Rico to calm down. He didn't, and I'm like, screw it. So he went to Brian. So according to Rico, Rico never said anything about Trademark Fortune. He said he was only repeating what King Roman was saying. And Rico said he knows many people in Baltimore. Okay. So yeah. So King Roman mentioned Trademark and some things. This is my problem though. We have some people in the YouTuber sphere, in the beef sector, who will take something just like this and run with it and get that man fired. And this is why I think it's so reckless of people to get on here and do this, because they know. Thank you, Catherine. Y'all, please go bless the doll. Miss Oh, it is her birthday. It's mission. It's called, what is that? Miss O, the notary. Yes, please go ahead and get her nasty cash app and put happy birthday on it. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for doing that. So I have a problem with that. Now, Rico also said, and I don't know if it's true, but Rico also said, now this is Rico and it has not been verified. Rico also said that the person who doxed King Roman was his ex-boyfriend. Now, that's new. We've known that King Roman has said for months that it was Bree, and a lot of people, I mean, he put her on Front Street. And again, I can understand why Bree was kind of upset, because he did all of that in public, but then wanted to apologize to her in private. And Bree wasn't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? But again, y'all close to these people, ain't no friends on YouTube. That's why I look at these folks and I'm like, I don't got no besties. I don't have nothing. If I have a friend on YouTube, y'all ain't gonna know about it. I'm just sorry. And I'm just being real with that. So I've seen a lot of cases where people didn't use their judgment and they were very irrational and erratic and didn't think things through, and it wound up slapping them in the face in the end. Y'all, let me say this. I really feel sorry for Rico. Rico has had a tough life. Rico has really had a tough life. He has a tough life. And for the mere fact that Rico is still living is a miracle. For the mere fact that Rico is still living, it's a miracle. You know, Rico has been in so many situations where he could have been gone. We've seen some of those situations on YouTube. The Virginia situation, the Burger King situation. Honey, Rico was very vigorous, and he was working his rigorosity during COVID. Honey, I'm like, Lord, please be 5 to 13 shot, because baby, it seemed like people was having cabin fever, and they needed a little company. And honey, Burger King was closed, McDonald's was closed, honey, but Rico was open. My God, today. And I'm like, Lord, be offense. Yes, baby, we saw that boy in that man's house. I don't know if it was Detroit or not, where they had them clap off, and the lights. And he talking about, so he was renovating. I said, where? Okay, baby, it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. And I'm like, child, and then you want to act like folks jealous. Nobody is jealous, Rico. I kid you not. No one is jealous. And it seems like the only thing you have as leverage is your sex. And you wonder why people treat you like an object, because that's all you bring to the table. You don't bring employment. You don't bring stability. Men and women always have to help you. You're always crying. You're emotional wreck. The only thing that you have for leverage, and seem like the only thing that people want you for, is sex. And it's really sad, because I think you're better than that. But and y'all, I'm sick and tired. You know, you try to reach out, and I used to think that Spillet Boy was so hard on Rico. Oh man, hey, he trying. But then you get to a point where, nah, this house is sick. This house will need to go and see a shrink because she got problems. And honey, it takes a licensed person to help her with these problems. And she really needs to do the work. And then she wants to think Jesus is going to do it all. Boo boo. Mm-mm. 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 Jesus is saying go see a therapist. Jesus say work on it. Do the work. And that's the thing. If you don't even want to work physically, then I know you ain't going to try to do the work on your own stuff. And that's the sad part about it. So, Rico, I'm not jealous of you. I really hope you do better. You know, you always think, well, y'all laughing at me. No, 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 no. I want you to do better. I told Rico, hey, they have wiped out your debt. We know that you went to ITT. We know that it was a predatory institution. You had all of that money tied up, didn't get a degree. The government wiped that out, Rico. You got a clean slate. And what are you doing? Buying cigarettes and beer? It's just crazy. And I'm not going to mention the other person because it seemed like they actually went to bed and they off day and hopefully they get some rest. Okay, because honey, they was they was doing a whole CNN marathon, and I was concerned. Now all you see is beer turned up. It's so much alcohol. All you see. No, it was a predatory institution, Catherine. Now, Catherine, I don't know about in Philadelphia, but as a former academic dean, it's predatory when they know that those classes are way too much money. You shouldn't have to pay $72,000 to get a certificate in phlebotomy. I was right, predatory, not preparatory, and half the people who went wasn't prepared. Oh, come on now. Do you hear me? Half the people who came from those schools were not prepared. So it was very predatory. Yes, happy birthday to the doll, Z Miss O. Yes. So Z Miss O, there are some people who really, really appreciate you. Now I'm not phony with it. Z Miss O, we 1099s, but you are a subcontractor who I can work with. hmm And so I want to say happy birthday. And D Miss O, I like it because you reminded me it was your birthday. Because you didn't act like we was cousins down there in Tennessee or something like I was supposed to have it on the calendar. You have not because your ass not. A hungry, a closed mouth don't get fed. Hello, and between Voodoo, now Mrs. D Miss O was not aggressive as Voodoo because Voodoo was very aggressive. Okay, Miss O, she coming over here and say thank you. Voodoo said thank you, but can you please give me some more? I ain't mad at Voodoo, but she's not aggressive. She came over here, and so happy birthday, Z Miss O. hmm And for those people who send old nasty piece of coin, thank you. Now I got a couple of minutes, and I'm gonna drop the link. I really don't have too much to say. This is a open and shut case to me. Now it's gonna have some moving parts. Honey, the girls is getting ready to add some things to it. It's on how are the streets on fire. I see some people who on fire. Honey, the streets are perfectly fine. Honey, it's the houses around it. Yeah, huh. Yeah, huh. So I done dropped the link. Yeah, there it is. I done dropped the link. And if y'all want to come on up and say a few things, you can. Yeah, I heard Rico D Miss O, and I don't feel bad for dropping him because again, I don't tolerate disrespect. And if you can't respect me, then honey, open and shut and open again. But yeah. But I get what he was saying, and so still in all. And notice I didn't say that Trademark did it. I said if this happened, or why would he trust him, and so on and so forth. But can I say this, honey? Association with these people can be detrimental. Do y'all hear me? Association with these people can be detrimental. That man was pouring water in a bottle. He's not pouring water. I mean, pouring bottled water in a cup. Wouldn't bother nobody. Now, all of a sudden, his life may have to be interrupted because two queens sitting up here fighting and want to show us who got the power and who got this and who got that, and it could mess up somebody's life. Have we ever thought about that? Trademark Fortune doing his job. I won't even call a restaurant out. It's been called many times. But Trademark Fortune doing his job. And then somebody accused the man of having a credit card. That's detrimental. Just by association. That's a shame. And now y'all wonder why I ain't going to nestation. I don't have nothing against nest, child. I don't have time for that, man. I don't have time for that mess because I would treat nestation just like the show. Honey, I'll show up, say hey, and be ready to go. Nope, 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 mm-mm, nope, 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 nope. And the sad part about it is, it wasn't always like this. Y'all, we did a whole cruise with 50 people, moles and all. But now, with this beef sector adjacent, nope, 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 nope. I will meet with on beef sector, but and Honest Row absolutely happened to go to my institution. So yeah. Now, can I say something, Brian? Brian, y'all know what I'm getting ready to say. If you know what I'm getting ready to say, type it in the chat real quick, because baby, I need to. Brian, come here, beloved, come here. Brian, come here. Y'all know what I'm getting ready to say. Do y'all know what does somebody with a prophetic gift know? I need a prophet or a prophetess in the house. I need a pre-prophet to come and tell. I need somebody who knows Jay Wilson to tell me what I'm getting ready to say in a few minutes. Catherine, that ain't it. That ain't it, Catherine. That ain't it. I ain't saying you ain't no prophet, no girl, because I know you be having words and stuff. But that ain't it. Can somebody please tell me what I'm getting ready to say? Y'all know Jay Wilson, but y'all know what I'm getting ready to say. Because somebody give me that pre-prophetic word. Kim, you don't have no idea. Now, Catherine was she was warm. She ain't hot, but she was warm. Ava is warm, but she ain't in the vicinity. Y'all on the perimeters. It ain't the Rico interview. Oh, somebody who know Jay Wilson. Oh, y'all don't know. If you don't know me by now, not now, but now, you will never, never, never know me. Hey, Miss O, happy birthday.
Thank you, Pastor. Child, Pastor, what you mean the streets ain't lit? After last night, honey, I got all the Rico don't owe me another birthday present. Child, I got my life last night.
Hold on for a minute. This is the word. Brian, we know you got a man. Boo, we know you got a man. Boo boo, we know you got a man. You know I was on the phone taping with my man. Oh, I was skiing with my man. Oh, he ain't here, but I'm with my man. Oh, we know you got a man.
Oh, Jay
Oh, you
Wilson, he in the honeymoon phase.
child. You no because they used to give me the same grief. You act like you ain't never had no relationship before. Oh, we know you got a man. I was on the phone with my man. I'm like, oh, could you just please do this interview? Okay. Oh my God, I might be even moving to Alabama. Child, you better not. You better stay your behind in Texas. Don't go chasing
But I didn't
waterfalls.
understand how Alabama came in play. I thought he was from Mississippi.
No, he lives in Alabama now.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. So he thought I even made move just like he was gonna get that trailer. Girl said, honey, these girls be doing too much, too fast. Okay,
Brian, I got to
but
let
my
Nina
thing,
know he's from Alabama because it's gonna make your name easy. You know, we got to come up with a couple names for y'all. I mean, we ain't gonna be able to top Bro. I hate that we didn't get to see Bro to the end, Brian plus Ro. But since he's in Alabama, Alabama and Brian would go much better. So we're gonna get back to the books, Brian. I'll let you know by the end of the year what y'all
but we
name.
know you got a man, boo boo. I was keeping on the phone with my man. I'm like, ho, could you please get to this interview? We don't give 5 cents about Mississippi right now. Could you please get to the interview? I'm like, oh my God. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, Jesus. Well, anyway, what you got, Demons O? What you got out of it? The streets are on fire.
Well, last night more so, not so far, yes, but Nika woke it up this morning. She did her little response too, and then but Rico, I'm telling you, I don't like to see him upset. But when I tell you, Rico don't owe me another birthday present for years. He don't have to give me a birthday present for decades after the last night, baby.
Well, what he do?
He just showing his ass in a good way. Rico was over there going
Okay.
live for live, bar for bar, baby.
Yeah, I like I said, me and Rico have some issues because again, you're not gonna come on my platform and be disrespectful. I'm glad Brian did get the interview. He got some stuff out. I wasn't really interested in the other stuff. All I was interested in at that particular point was the trademark fortune incident, and I got what I needed from that, and I can
Yeah,
understand
I'm
what's
glad they
going
explained.
on.
I'm glad Brian asked those questions because I got to understand that a little better. And it sounds a little better once Brian was able to break it down because I didn't get it and I didn't watch the over there, so I didn't see exactly how it happened. But I'm glad Brian asked that because at least it sounds a little bit better from what. Now I don't know if it's backtracking or what, but it sounds like a little bit better than the first time. So I was glad that Brian got that out for Rico.
Yeah, because again, we heard King Roman's part, and it sounded like Rico, he just called the man and stuff. And this is the thing now. So we exaggerating, we embellishing stuff at the expense of that man. So people are throwaway to people. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and like I said, I never said that trademark fortune did it. I said if that were the case, I said I hope it's not true. And then I said, if it wasn't, somebody lying. And so now we find out that the person who been accused may be the one who is not telling the whole truth. You know, because King Roman act like Rico had his card and Trademark had the card and he was going to go over the Trademark's work and do this and do this. And it's like Trademark may not have anything to do with this. And so you risking somebody's livelihood over speculation.
Yeah, because I
What's
don't
up,
understand how
Trademark?
Trademark became
Trademark
a
is in
legend
here.
so fast because they
But
built
yeah,
their
he
house.
did. He did. And my thing is Trademark. Let me tell you something. Please talk to your folks, Trademark, because everybody is not emotionally intelligent. And now that I see what has happened, because Trademark, like I said, Rico could have came up and explained it, but he was too amped up. But my thing is, I thought it was kind of like you were. I mean, it's by association. I mean, it's like, really? So I'm glad Trademark is here. He said, blah, ha, ha. No, Trademark, I don't have a problem with you. But I did say, and this is what I kept on saying to Miss O, I find that hard for Trademark to do. Trademark is a little older than I am, if not the same age. And I'm like, why would he tell Rico something like that? And I'm like, it don't make no sense. And I'm like, and if he did do that, then he deserves what he gonna get, because that's crazy. And then I said, and somebody's lying, but it seems like somebody recognized Trademark and assumed that happened, and it's really interesting. Lipstick Alley already said they're gonna call that man's job and report. See, see, see. Well, so what if somebody is messy? This is the thing. Teddy Tender asked, if Trademark did not give that man's card to Rico, and they do that, that's false accusing someone. That's false evidence.
Well,
And I think,
I'm sorry. It's my birthday, and I gotta stop you. This ain't you. Please don't take this out on Jay Wilson, because y'all give me all the smoke. I don't give a fuck. But come on now, we ain't gotta tiptoe around a motherfucking shit around here. We acting like it ain't like him to lie. Like he lied on me. Like come on now. Like and they sitting here doing the same shit they did last time. What more do you need to see that this motherfucker get down nasty as fuck and be lying? What more have you seen? Him bullying people who ain't fighting him back, going after me and Lady Nika when he should have kept that shit on Rico last night. Come on now. I'm tired of these bitches. And y'all unsubscribed to me after I told y'all my real opinion last night. All 10 of y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass because you weren't my supporters anyway. Because that's bullshit. I'm not holding my tongue back no more, tiptoeing around no motherfucker who won't bust a grape. I got a whole nigga at home with the smoke. I'm tired of doing that shit. Even when I be up here kicking with Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, you don't hold me hold back. Just even having fun, even covering the topics. Because can't nobody say, oh, you caused it. You breathe. I'm tired of that. I don't even get to have
well,
fun
this
with
is
you
the
over
thing.
here the
This
way
is
I
the thing,
want
though.
to.
I want people to realize, though, the implications of what these things are. Trademark may not have had anything to do with this, but just because he works somewhere and somebody knows, you have assumed that this person did this let me tell you something. Baby, I would get a good lawyer, because again, y'all playing stupid games and y'all need to get stupid prizes. That's all I'm saying. You all assume that man, and again, I thought it was odd, because I'm like, Trademark ain't slow like that. So why would he do that? But then I'm
How
hearing,
did he get back so soon? Because Rico and King Roman just fell out. I didn't get how that worked. Why would Trademark do something? This just happened. So how did that? I don't get how that became an issue.
well, that's what I kept on asking the question to the Miss O. I said, well, how you friends with King Roman, but you got the man's credit card? What? You see what I'm saying? If y'all cool, and then I said, and if this is true, if it's the big word, if this is true, then why would you hold that man's credit card after he's done all of this stuff for you? And why would Trademark risk his job on something like that? Until Rico explained it, I'm like, okay, I get it. So somebody thought they put two and two together and got four, but yet that's not it. And Rico said he knows many people in Baltimore, and it wasn't Trademark. So now people are calling the man's job off of something that may not even be true.
Because
Rico said
they
Trademark
kicked
did
me
it.
male
Roman
identified
responds.
bitches.
The accusation is what a business will have to take into account. Then Rico dropped in pastors talking mess. Now, that's what hurt Rico, because Rico wants to prove stuff and talk mess. And that's why I told Rico, you better be careful, because what you writing in this, you remember I said that? What you writing in this chat could be used against you. And what you saying. And then I told Rico, if you got it, spend it. Because I was at that point now, if y'all got this man's card, And if y'all spend it, y'all going to jail. Wow, said you see Roman did go after Jay Dunn in his second live last night. You sure did, Patrick. I mean, like I said, now one thing I said is everything was if because we didn't know all the parameters and all of the stuff around it. But baby, these girls are not well, honey. They want to. I don't know if they've had hurt and trauma. I don't know if they have anger issues where they only see red when stuff happens. But baby, y'all, whoo, it's gonna be really interesting. And like I said, I'm reporting it. I'm reporting it. I'm gonna talk about it. JW, did y'all catch Rico said it was the ex boyfriend that sent those files to KR? I heard it. Yes, but KR was also threatening Rico. That is where the waters get murky. Yeah, everybody was threatening everybody. And I was sitting there listening to, I'm telling you, the girls are not well. They don't use emotional intelligence. They get on these YouTube apps and act crazy. Even if I'm upset with you, baby, it's going to go far. Roman is scared of Jay Dunn. Okay, let me say this. I'm going to sit and watch. But D Miss O, this is her birthday. And let me say this, y'all. On my birthday, I would tell people when my birthday is coming, and I got a whole partner. Because if people want to bless for your birthday, let them bless. But baby, let me tell you something. The girls are not well. D Miss O, do what you gotta do. Now, don't D Miss O, though, I was the one who's supposed to be throwing you under the bus, D Miss O, and I'm the one who gonna do you this way and this way, and I'm like, really? After what you did, I don't think I can do D Miss O any worse than what you've done. I just sat there and watched. Let's see what Trademark said. Most of the beef sector commentary is built on embellishment and narratives. I understand Trademark, but when those embellishing statements and narratives can get your job, that becomes a whole nother ball game. That's all I'm saying, Trademark. That it becomes a whole other ball game because this person was accusing you of taking his credit card and giving it to Rico, which is very slanderous, which is a defamation of your character. That's what we're trying to say. That's what we're trying to say. And you can be called to the carpet for that. And people don't think about that. That's all I'm saying, Trademark. Now, if you saw him and he had on booty shorts, baby, if I saw it, baby, I would have been like, oh, guess who I saw down there at the restaurant, honey, in Daisy Dukes. I would have,
He wasn't turning it into Dukes, was it? He was turning. I bet he thought he was pure turning it, baby.
baby, they said them shorts was high and hiked up. They said it was cones delicious, honey. They said they were showing curves and dimples, honey. I'm like, oh my
And
God.
Trademark, now if you would have got a piece of a picture, now that would just be just beef sector. Now that is what it is. Now we.
Girl, they said instead of being that other A, they thought he was AKA, honey, how he was acting.
Mm.
Anywho. Anyhow.
It be with
So,
all the
anyway,
young in me that I don't understand why people don't think the things that they join, and they got people who've been through similar college experiences they do, and they got people that's also been through college that they've been doing their whole life. You don't think that they share things in common that they could have been done, pulled the gas on that trying to keep it beef sector, but like you can't be flaunting these organizations and think that nobody going after ain't
girl,
nobody that care about you.
girl, girl, that's what I've been telling folks. People act like they the only one been to college. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been. But I know that there are other people being rolled and gone to college. Baby, there's a lot of girls who done been to college. Okay, a lot of girls have been to college. But you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this, and this and the third, and you're doing this and this and this. But yet, the same person who's doing these benevolent things is also a taker, somebody who's taking away from people and doxing folk. It says a lot. But anyway, who am I?
They just be letting her. They representation where, because that's why that you know what you can't. Even, that's probably why I've always held back because it's a bunch of BS. Because ain't
And let me
nobody.
say this:
This ain't what they
I know
supposed to
that
stand for.
I know they fraternity, but I'm not gonna dox it. I'm not gonna do that. And I'm gonna leave that alone. But I'm telling you, people all yeah. Let me tell you something.
But it's
A
because
lot of
we operate above the line, Jay Wilson. That's getting so frustrating for me though.
it
Because
is, but
all
I'm
I
gonna
got
I'm
some
gonna
friends with
operate. But
fucking
I'm gonna
cancer.
operate. I'm gonna operate above the line, Demons. Oh, I'm gonna operate. I know people right now in Baltimore. Lord knows, everybody knows somebody in Baltimore. I mean, come on, everybody knows somebody in Baltimore that ain't even in the beef sector. Okay, I got child. Okay, and and again with Coppin State, Morgan State being sitting right there, and all of them people from DC who I don't went to school with right there. But I'm gonna operate above the fray. I don't get into that lowbrow stuff. That lowbrow stuff get people hurt. I'm not here for that. I'm here to make my asses check and move on. That's exactly what I'm here for. Demons O, I gotta wish you a happy birthday. Trademark said what he needed to say. Trademark came on in here, but I want to wish Demons O a happy birthday. And Demons O the Notary is her cash app. Y'all make sure y'all send her a nasty piece of cash app for her birthday. She didn't ask for this. I did it on my own because it's her birthday. So I don't want to hear nobody talking about, oh, she got add Jay Wilson a bed for her. No, she didn't. It's her birthday. And we want to do something special. And y'all was here when I said it because I didn't even know a cash app. So, like I said, somebody had to go get a cash app. So y'all please bless Demons O. Her cash app uh, is in the chat. But if you don't know it, it is hashtag Demons O the Notary. Okay,
Miss
and
Older
bless
Notary.
the
Just Miss Older Notary.
what this what is
Just
it?
Miss O. Mm-hmm.
Miss oh excuse me, Miss O the Notary. Okay, Miss O the Notary. And notice now, Demons O is not a grub stuff like Voodoo. Okay, she ain't asked y'all to send her. Voodoo was like, at least send me some more. I'm like, look at this hoe. Look at this hoe. This shot, okay, but anyway, Demons. Oh, I gotta go. But happy birthday, and y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll
Thank
be
you,
back on later.
Pastor.
Peace and
All
love.
right, bye, y'all.